destroy our brethren in that hole!
Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War. It's remastered, you know that. It's going to be ZeLoT, and it's going to be Bisu today, here on Deja Vu. Top left, we've got a Zerg player. It's ZeLoT. He's crazy aggressive, man. And the bottom left, it's Bisu, the most all-around best Protoss player of the Brood War era, but not the best Protoss player today. So if a video game has been around for a long time, that is the distinction that I like to make. So, Terror the Overlord, scouting out the correct direction here. That's right, Terry. Bisu is down there. Don't tell ZeLoT. That is an unfair advantage. He doesn't know how to talk to me, but you know how to talk to me, so I will talk to you. Scouting with this probe as soon as he throws down a pylon. Yes, indeed. And scouting the wrong direction here on Deja Vu. It's a Twilight tile set, which again takes me back to the days when Brood War was new. 6 months after the release of StarCraft, they released Brood War. And in that time, anything they released with Brood War is new in my mind. But yeah, so 6 months compared to like 26 years is a little bit of a blip of time, but tell that to my brain. We've got ourselves an overpool opening here from ZeLoT. No surprise there. And Bisu did scout the right direction. Excellent job, Bisu. RNG is in your favor today and harassing the probes. Blocking the hatch. This probe has mischief on its mind. And the drone says, all right, I'll go ahead and expand here. And it's going to be a forge opening, so third base is early anyway. 300 minerals and ka-chow. Overlord says, hey, that's a forge. I can expand here as well. Come on, expand here. Expand here, ZeLoT. I know you want to be aggressive, but expand to your natural base. Just making Zerglings, making another drone. Maybe this is macro ZeLoT, right? RJB says this is a high priority. It's a 2025 game between these two players, man. Bisu still playing in 2025 at a high level and qualifying for an SSL. He should qualify for SSL 2, right? There we go. Third hatch, natural, third main. That's how we'll be referring to them from now on. Cannon coming up. Expansion coming up. More lings on the way. We've got 4 lings on the map. And 4 lings now going on to the map. And the gateway is not even done yet. So, Bisu being very macro-oriented. There are no Terrans here, but Terrans do like to land their command centers around these minerals and mine them. Protoss and Zerg, I haven't seen them do it, but maybe, I don't know. I don't know why Terran likes to do that, and Terran, or Protoss and Zerg do not. Okay, so it's a run-by. Bisu, dude, what the heck? Hurry, block for the cannon here. Gosh. Goodness. Sniping down the cannon. 2 more lings show up. And these probes are in jeopardy, and the ZeLoT is not quite here yet, but he is almost here. Cybernetics core warping in, and you have ZeLoT Zerglings inside your main base. Confusing, right? Why do you name yourself ZeLoT? You don't even play Protoss, man. Probes, help the ZeLoT. Help him against ZeLoT. And yeah, this micro is pretty darn excellent here from ZeLoT. He's killed a couple of probes. He's killed a ZeLoT. He has basically caused lost mining time here. And just droning and preparing for a Hydra bust, because that is muscular augments. If you do muscular augments, you are hoping to get your Hydralisks really fast across the map. And really fast across the map means it's going to be a Hydralisk bust here. Oh, Citadel. Citadel. Hurry, make a Citadel. You're going to need Storm. You're going to need Storm very, very soon here, Bisu. Man, this early game is aggressive, but hey, that's what you expect from clicking on a Zealot game, right? There we go. Citadel of Idun warping in next to the cybernetics core. And boom, probe down. Boom, probe down. All probes down who are collecting gas in the main base here. They need to be replaced. And further delaying Storm. Oh, another probe is down here. How many kills? 1 kill. 2 kills. 1 kill, and 2 kills from these Zerglings. Man. Zealot. These are not Jadonglings, but they are Zealotlings, and Zealotlings are hard to kill, dude. Not as hard to kill as Jadonglings, but hey, we are working in degrees here at this high level of StarCraft, aren't we? Nope. Nope. 2 kills, Zergling. Get another kill. Get another kill. For justice. Zealot legs on the way. Templar Archives warping in. Nope. And all of the Zerglings have been killed here in the main base of Bisu. So annoying. But hey, look. It's a Hydra bust. Hey, indeed. So throw down cannons. There's not a Templar Archives here. Hydra range is almost finished here. We're just setting up for when the moment comes. And there it is. So scooch a little bit forward here, and maybe you can take down this gateway. No, never mind. And cannon down. Kite against these slow Zealots. You can take them down. This is an excellent number of Hydras to take these Zealots down. But the Zealots are just buying time with their lives here until Zealot legs are done. And still not a Templar Archives. No Templar Archives? Bisu, you are in trouble here. Gateway, done. Forge, +1 attack, done. Forge is in trouble here, but at least we got +1 attack for these Zealots and Zealot legs, so they are now dutifully ready to engage with these Hydralisks. Droning up, we got Olair coming on the way, we got +1 attack on the way for these Hydralisks back in Zealot land, and it's going to be a Stargate. Okay, and a Templar Archives here from Bisu. Interesting. Very interesting indeed. 2 gas, macro hatcheries here. He's going to go ahead and try to end this early, man. And Corsairs against Hydralisks. Lurker aspect on the way, to no surprise of anybody. We've got Pneumatized Carapace also, and there we go. These speedy Zealots with +1 attack. Run! Run, Hydralisks. A Dragoon. Run! Run, Overlords. This is Terry, right? Terry is dead. I think maybe Terry is dead. Yeah, fair enough. Terry is dead, and this Sim City is availing itself to, yep, making the Zealots run away. Good Sim City there, man. No Sim City at the natural base. Zealots also like, oh, okay. Well, let's go ahead and take down the natural base here. We got ourselves Storm on the way and a DT on the way, as well as a Corsair from our dude Bisu. What do we got, friends? Anything? Anything going on? The Hydralisks are like, run! There's a sunken, but it's pretty far set back here. Reinforcements show up. And again, excellent job with the placement of these hatcheries. Zerg players, Sim City, right? Just really packed together here so the Zealots can just get one at a time through these little gaps. And that is enough to chase a Zealot army away from your third or your natural. And again, this is not Sim City. A sunken right out ahead in front and no other buildings. But maybe some lurkers. Lurkers can chase away Zealots, especially if they don't have moving detection yet. Where's the Robo, man? Robo? No. Robo, gateway. No Robo. All right, so how are we going to deal with Zealots, Bisu? I have questions about how you're playing this game, man. Just got to throw that out there. Your macro's insane. Nice Overlord snipe on that Corsair. 2 Overlord kills. All right, it's all good. Look, mobile detection. Speed's done for the Overlords. DTs are not going to get anything done with Overlords running around with speed and with the Hydras chasing around with that +1 attack too. Come on. But seriously, a Robo would be nice. There it is. Robo coming in at the natural base here, right next to these 2 gates down there as well. Everything is fine. Lurker's going to be a problem for a minute. But it doesn't take that long to build a Robo. It doesn't take that long to build an OBS either, or an Observatory and then an OBS. So this Lurker, there's going to be a little tiny angle where Lurkers are amazing, but Cannon's providing that detection, and Storm going to deal with them too. So I think Bisu's okay. Bisu is delaying mobile detection a tiny bit, but I think everything's fine. Overlord trying to keep an eye on these Zealots. They're too fast. They are in speed walking Olympic finals here. Olympic event is a good one. Observatory, nice. We got Lurker, 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 high ground, high ground, high ground, high ground, and a high ground. Okay, Lurkers burrowing in. This DT checking to see if there's a 4th base. Good scout by him, recognizing there's also Overlords around, so let's be careful. And good escort. Too many people send drones and probes and SCVs out to expand without any support, like any military support at all, and Zealot's doing it here. So, you know, let's do this, guys. If you're playing in your games, let's escort our drones up. It's going to be a fine move. Observers are on the way, and Storm has been building nicely inside these High Templar. Looking good. Over 130 supply, or energy rather. 160 supply on that one. That's 2 storms. And maybe setting up for a 3rd base down here. Overlord is going to see it. Can't do anything about it. But trying to contain, trying to make sure the Protoss can't bust up this way, right? So Zealot playing a macro game. Getting a Queen's Nest here at 11 minutes. Awesome. Getting an Evolution Chamber. Getting further upgrades. Making more Lurkers. Overlord sees the expansion timing. Says that's fine. I have a 4th base already almost done. And I can probably get a 5th base too based on this placement. Although maybe expanding here and expanding here would be a little bit more juicy. Now here's where you try to get up a ramp with spread out Lurkers and Hydras. It's tough, Bisu. It is a tough hill to climb here. Storm's going to help. Zealot Spine's going to do pretty good here, obviously. Now we're going to look at Zealot's micro. Look at the mass of Hydralisks up here on this high ground. I know Storm is good, but I am not sure Storm is that good, muchacho. Metabolic Boost is on the way. Fancy Pants. 4th base on the way. Also Fancy Pants. Queen's Nest done. Hive timing would be good. I mean, you have the money for it. So maybe let's get it going. There it is. Good man. Good man, Zealot. Maybe he is listening to me. You can hear what I'm talking about. Zealot's up into the 4th base. Oh, no. Oh, no. Hack at it. Come on. You guys have +1 attack. Let's get it. DT hacking 2. Overlord in position. Needs to probably join this party, honestly. Okay, now you know Invisible Man is here. Bring Overlord. Bring Overlord. Bring this Overlord. Okay, I guess that Overlord's fine too. But totally saving the hatch. Everything's fine. Still trying to get up this thing. High ground, Lurker Hydra positions. Crazy hard to break. We've seen Rain struggle with it recently playing against Jaedong. Where? Well, on my live streams. I thought you'd never ask. If you can't catch the live streams when they're live, the VODs are posted. They're on under the live tab on my channel. If you go to youtube.com/Falcon Paladin, there's videos, there's live, there's shorts. Click on live. And I do give you little snippets of information about who's involved in today's live stream after it's over. I put Jaedong in the title. I put Flash in the title. I put Zealot in the title. Bisu in the title, if they're there, right? Storm drops? Zealot drops anyway. So check out the live streams, see which ones you're interested in. I bookmark every live stream so you know when everything is too. If you click on the video, it shows you chapters. It's awesome. Still trying to get up this ramp. Like I said, Rain's been struggling with it, and he has the, 2 ASL championships and has the most second place finishes of any Protoss player in the remastered era. So if Rain is struggling with it, Bisu's going to struggle with it too. Oh, the OBS snipe. There's 4 OBS, though. So, killing 1 feels great, but then there's 3 more you got to deal with. The engagement here is bonkers. Jumping in. Hydra's not really getting microed back as much as I'd like them to. Storm's going in down on top of the Lurkers. Hydra's just kind of eating it. And it's 120 to 93 supply in favor of Bisu. He does break up the high ground like an absolute Chad. Speedlings join the party. We newly have speed. Have fun with us. Adrenal's on the way too. Aspire's coming in after the Hive. Interesting. But yeah, the Lings are scary against this largely Dragoon-style army, and he broke up the mountain, and now he's back down at the bottom of the mountain again. Displeased. Gotta be very unhappy about that one. All right, Lurker's up. Archon dead. Yep, Hydra's pretty good here. They've got a +2 attack and +1 armor. Dragoons are at +1 attack and +2 armor. So we're just kind of mixing that up a little bit. Expanding again, I think, by ZeLoT would be good. He's a little bit worried about getting, you know, this army breaking through again, heading up north, starting to cause problems. But Bisu being stuck on 3 bases at 15 minutes is not a great start here from Bisu. Zerg player on 4 bases means it's not that disastrous. And Drone probably expanding down here for a 5th. ZeLoT's in a pretty good spot. Now, this man might not actually qualify for SSL 2. But that doesn't mean he's terrible. He's going to snipe that shuttle. Sniping shuttles is always a good use of the Zealot's attacks there from those Hydras. Lurkers burrowing. More Lurkers burrowing. Zerglings fighting. They have Adrenal now. They're willing to fight against these Zealots a lot more opportunistically than they were just a minute or so ago. But that said, these Zealots have upgrades. They've got the armor upgrades, doing a little bit better against these Lings, man. They're chomping down, bruising up these Dragoons. Another Ob snipe. Still 3 remaining, though. Again, we're making a lot of observers today. This has been a Gettysburg-style battle. American Civil War, the biggest, bloodiest battle of the American Civil War in 1863 or something. It's called Gettysburg. It was just on a field. You know, 2 armies charging at each other when cannons and guns are involved. Bad times for everyone involved. Anyway, yeah, very Gettysburg-esque here. There are other battlefields in history. You know, if you're from another country that's not America, feel free to implant your own replacement for Gettysburg that makes more sense to you, and just, you know, let me know in the comments what that would be. What is your Gettysburg? Like Stalingrad, if you're Russian, right? Yeah, the Russians talk about Stalingrad as a place where many, many, many soldiers and innocents, men and women and children, died too during the attack on that city during World War II. Look at me knowing about history. I'm a history minor. That's right, I minored in history when I graduated from college in 2008. Wonderful stuff. History's great. Can't really make any money with it. Although the hardcore history guys maybe do okay with their podcast. I don't know. How much money do you think that makes them? Depends on how many views, listens they get, and what their advertisers are paying them, right? Overlord poking around, trying to see, is there an expansion coming up here? Probably. And an attack into the 3rd we go. Once again, just the Lurker positioning here. I think ZeLoT's got this thing. I know he's down 50 supply, but I really like how much he's kept Bisu at bay today while he's continuing to expand. Right? Yeah, these cracklings will fight you absolutely, boys. They've got 1-1 even. They're not even 0 attack cracklings. So I don't know about this engagement. This seems like maybe a bit more than you can chew there. Biting off a lot more than you can chew. 150 to 108 supply. I could be reading this wrong. Like, this is Bisu definitely being up more than he really needs to be even with a Zerg player in late game. But also, Adrenalings are here. There's not a Defiler Mound yet, so actually I'm concerned about that. Never mind, ZeLoT's behind. He's behind a ton of supply, and he doesn't have a Defiler Mound. Nor is he making any mutas, which would kind of be pretty good. Trying to snipe these High Templar, right? We've seen that a million times in StarCraft, sniping those High Templar. And moving across the map here, trying to slow him down. It's like a big mech army moving across the map. Protoss trying to slow it down, right? These Lurkers have +3 attack. They are obliterating these Zealots until the Psystorm comes in and cleans them out. No problem at all. 4 Lurkers go down here. This base is in a lot of trouble. Lurkers defending. No Sunkens up here. I feel like Sunkens would be nice to have. Where are my cracklings at? Save this base. Reinforced from the backside. Dragoon down. Zealot down. High Templar should get target fired in particular here. Zealot's getting inside the mineral line. There's no Nidus to evac from here. Where are my Niduses? ZeLoT, this is maybe why you're not qualifying for SSL2, man. No Defiler Mound, no Niduses. A bunch of his drones up at this 4th base just died. I think he's going to be able to save it. Scourge looking for observers to kill. There's one. Guess who's got 2 backup ones? That's right, Bisu. Bisu's got what he needs. He's going to save the hatches. So that's wonderful. He's going to go ahead and actually take the supply advantage here down from 50 to like 20. So that's a win for our guy ZeLoT. He's got enough money to replace a bunch of drones here, making 2 at a time. This base is nice. Could probably expand down here as well. Ling's at 2 carapace and +1 attack. And Bisu didn't expand behind that because this section got shut down by some cracklings. Some crackalackалings, right? DT's on the way. I'd love to see ZeLoT throw up a Defiler Mound. I just would. I like everything else the man is doing, but as I analyze this game, as I stare at it and stare at it and stare at it, I like the Adrenal. I like the +3 upgrades. The Hive gives you so many gifts as a Zerg player, and he's just not choosing to take advantage of the Plague. Look, at this stage, yeah, probably Dark Swarm, not great. It's Archons, it's DTs, it's High Templar, it's Zealots. But getting Plague, would be so good. It would help so much against these Zealots you're struggling against. Like, yes, you're holding for now. I appreciate that. I do. But we're at 21 minutes. You're not throwing strawberry jam all over these Zealots at all, and I think that's the reason you might just die here. It's a 20 supply advantage for Bisu again, which is fine. It's not something to celebrate about if you're Bisu. It's not something to be terrified about if you're the Zerg player either here. It means we're about on even footing. 14 kill Archon, putting in work too. 15 kill Archon before he dies is pretty fantastic. Good Psy Storm, great Psy Storm. Scourge, 1, 2, 3 obs. Good! Actually, that was amazing target firing. Fortunately, there are no lurkers to take advantage of the lack of obs here, but you know, it's the thought that counts. Psy Storm Massacre! All of the drones die. Back down to 46 workers with you. Dude, some Sunkens at this base would be so nice. Static defense. Okay, well. New obs is here. Ling's coming in piecemeal. Storm positioning is really good. Got some lurkers down here. Just kind of catching reinforcements as they run across the map. And harming them a lot before they make it to this position. No detection there. Just running through storms. Can't have enough storms to deal with all of us, and it turns out you can't. So once again, ZeLoT saves the... Whoa, spoke too soon. Hatch down. Hard to tell when it's bleeding when you have the remaster skin on these hatcheries. Really difficult. So Hatch dies. He's got another one here, which means mining is not ideal, but it's not done. If you make any more drones at this base, top right base in trouble. Dude, okay, and Nidus Canals. I haven't said Nidus in like 3 minutes, right? Nidus Canals. Why do we not have any of those? This is why ZeLoT is not going to qualify for SSL 2. He accepts some of the wonderful gifts presented to him by the Hive, but he flat out rejects other ones, which is bananas to me. Yeah, these drones have to run. 15 kill Archon again. Back to work, guys. 52 to 48 workers. It's really close in supply. About 10 difference in supply. See, look, inefficient mining, not done mining here at the 4th. So ZeLoT's playstyle, I disagree with it. But Bisu hasn't expanded. He hasn't taken this base. He hasn't even tried to take this base, which isn't really a base. Yeah, Cracklings and Hydras will deal with these ZeLoTs just fine. Just fine. 2-2 upgrades, yeah, whatever. Doesn't really matter. Upgraded Hydras, upgraded Lings, gonna do all of the work. However, I keep glancing at the production tab and hoping there's a Defiler Mound or a Nidus Canal there, and there's not. Simply not one to be seen. That said, it's a 5 supply lead right now for Bisu. He's mining out. Where is your other base? Where is your 4th, man? It's 24 minutes. Maybe he felt like he didn't need one because the Zerg player is not throwing any Dark Swarm or Plague on him. Also refuses to make Sunkens. Also doesn't have Niduses and is like, who needs a 4th base to beat this barcode scrub? You may be underestimating ZeLoT a tiny bit. Look at that. Observer squad. Fleet of observers here. And once again, Hydra Ling going to do just fine against ZeLoT Archon. Plaguing the ZeLoTs would be a lot. And if the Lings are dead, that's when things go bad for you. But look at this macro. ZeLoT is on extra bases here. See these bases? providing all of the value, because this is mined out, this is almost mined out, this is almost mined out. Bisu's on 1 base mining, and that's it. Bisu GG's out. ZeLoT gets the win in 25 minutes. Wow. I think Bisu underestimated ZeLoT today. I think he totally did. I think he said, this guy is not throwing any plague down on me. He's just going Hydra, Crackling, and Lurker. The Cracklings were way better than non-Cracklings, right? Also, the +3 attack on the Hydras was incredibly important. The Lurkers too. And +2 attack, +3 armor carapace on these Lings as well. So Bisu, for whatever reason, chose, I'm not actually going to take a 4th base today. I don't know if he even tried. Really, the only effort he made was throwing up a pylon here, and then he got killed by some Cracklings. Then he was like, I guess that's not happening. I think he thought he could slam the door on ZeLoT. I really think he did. He's like, I'm going to come up here. I killed this base, shut it down. I can kill this base easily, but the macro from ZeLoT was too strong. Every time a group of Lings died, more would show up. Every time 10 Hydras would die, more would show up. He just kept spending, keeping that money low, over and over again, making some pretty decent trades. Not getting the better of Bisu in these trades, right? But, you know, making decent, relatively okay trades for a Zerg player over and over and over again until Bisu recognized the futility of this plan. He's not going to win this on 3 bases. Recognizing I don't have the ability to get a 4th base now. The map is kind of controlled by the Zerg at this point. Didn't even go for it. This Lurker is getting damage off on every reinforcing unit. It's hilarious. Look at him taking shields off everything. Just kind of parked right here. These guys taking damage too. Hasn't killed anything. Was killed one thing, but still, that's very funny. So yeah, good opening here by ZeLoT, getting the Lings in early. The Hydra bust, recognizing that wasn't going to work. Falling back, getting into Hive Tech, and then picking sparingly which Hive upgrades he wanted, and it worked. Crazy game from ZeLoT. This is why you click on ZeLoT games, because he does weird stuff, man. 199,000 and 201,000 points here in favor of ZeLoT. He outproduced Bisu. He got outkilled by Bisu. You can see how the ratios are a little bit in ZeLoT's favor there. Structures raised, 5 and 2, pretty negligible, and the outspend is not that great for a 25-minute game, but also not that bad either. So, fantastic. All right. What a fantastic PvZ that was. Thanks again for sending it in, RJB, and that's going to be it from me. This has been Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered. Go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you enjoy what you saw and what you heard. You can find me on Twitter or X these days. It's also on Facebook and Instagram. Blue Sky, I got a Blue Sky account. We've got our TikTok, and also, what else? So TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and what's the other thing that I have? Can't remember what it is. I'm old, folks. We'll remember it eventually. Check it out. Let me know and ask what you got. So, again, thanks for hanging out. Appreciate ya, and we will catch ya next time.